YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel. Thanks for joining me in my channel and my series, Building a Business from Scratch and Starting a Home Business from Scratch. I'm going to link this video to both those play series because they kind of work together. And what are these? For most of you that already know what these are, they're video games. And I expanded another arm within my company into video games. And I'm doing video games only because they somewhat have a profit margin if you buy them and used in good condition. And people wanted video games. Since the day I opened, people wanted video games in the store. So that's what I did. I'm giving the masses what they want. Target marketing is very tough. The best marketing research you could ever have is word of mouth. That's why these people still call you today and ask you, "Hi, sir, what kind of brand of cigarettes do you smoke?" And they still do that today because it is the best feedback resource you could ever have when it comes to target marketing. And for the 6 months, 7 months I've been in business, this is one thing that people have been asking for on a very regular basis. So I bought up a couple of collections from people in town and other towns to get my feet warm, or to get my feet wet, or to start heating things up. Got some harder to find stuff. Games started pretty much like $3, and I market that on my Facebook page. A lot of games start at $3 actually, and go up to 10, 15, 20. Some collector tin games go for more. And I believe in expanding within your company within reason. Now, this is great if you're selling online and you have a little bit of capital to buy some collections, and then stuff you don't sell you could trade. So there's that policy where you could just trade up games too if people don't want to buy. And you always trade up in favor of the business, which is a good thing because it helps you grow your business. Now, I'm giving the people what they want because when I started my business in Vancouver like 11 years ago, it was a little bit different because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. And I started with sporting goods, Canuck stuff, Canuck shirts, Canucks hats. And I did have Magic the Gathering, and I did have 1 or 2 board games. And I realized that that market was selling more than the entire store what I had. So I started expanding more on Magic, expanding more on Yu-Gi-Oh! Than Pokemon. And this was 11 years ago, right? And I started that business on a $5,000 credit card. Yeah, it's true. And and then I started kind of selling off the Canuck stuff, the Canucks clothes and all that stuff because I was close to Stadium. I was literally a block away from Stadium. So I had that, you know, it was good for business because I'm close to Stadium. I could maybe sell stuff a bit cheaper than what they were selling there. But it just didn't do well. So what did well was what customers came in for, and it wasn't video games. It was Magic cards, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I provided a place for people to play like I got here. And that's why I modeled my store here in Merritt from the store I had in Vancouver for 11 years. For 10 years. It's been 11 years I've been in business. So now I got video games. I am filling the void. There's not a lot of places that sell used video games. People don't want to pay $50, $60, $70 for an Xbox One game when they could buy it here for $20 used. So that's the benefit and the draw for people. So target market research is great. Finding companies to help you do it, I think it's fantastic if you have good connections within that realm of knowing people. But word of mouth is the best. Boots on the ground, in your shop, talking to people, finding out what people want, finding out what is needed in the market. And the used video game market is in high demand. People still play PlayStation 3. I still play PlayStation 3. And what else do I still play? I still play original Game Boy. Look. These are antiques. That's why they're priced so high. They're very priced high, mind you. They're very, very high priced. But because they're antiques and they're old and they're hard to find. But I will get into the vintage games too, eventually. And then, because I have the online branch to sell through eBay, it's an extra little push because Vintage games, I don't think there's a huge market for, but there is a market. There's a huge market in the world for vintage games. So let me know what you guys think. I would like to know your feedback on this and branching within your business. And I think it's a strong suit, but by branching, I mean filling the demand for the customer is very important, and helping the customer find what they need without having to leave town. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Thanks for watching.